Released on November 11th, 2011 by Bethesda Game Studios, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim redefined open-world RPGs with its live-your-own-adventure design, vast landscapes, and emergent storytelling. But beyond dragon scale and Stormcloak banners lies a cast of figures that each leave an indelible mark on the Skyrim experience. Railoff of Riverwood. Ralof of Riverwood is a Nord Stormcloak soldier first met as a prisoner on the Helgen execution cart when Alduin attacks the keep. He's the very first voice you hear in Skyrim, uttering the now famous, "Hey, you're finally awake," a line that's become a meme legend. Railof's escape leads you to Riverwood and sets the Dragonborn down the Stormcloak path, igniting the Civil War narrative. He invites you to join the Stormcloaks, a choice that locks out Imperial quests and reshapes your options for the entire game. He is fiercely loyal. He frees you from your bonds and hacks a path through Imperial soldiers without hesitation. Only thing is that faction lock. Siding with Railof brands you a rebel, making every Imperial guard a potential threat. In Unbound, he wields an iron axe and longbow. Later, he commands troops with a warhammer at Fort Newgrad. He resurfaces during compelling tribute, ambushing an Imperial cart to fund the rebellion. His family founded Riverwood. His sister, Gerdur, runs the mill there, tying the village's fate to his cause. After the war, you can find him retired at the Sleeping Giant Inn, a rare glimpse of post-war normalcy. That opening encounter and his steadfast nature make Railof an unforgettable first companion. But before we carry on, if you're a noob to the channel or haven't done so already, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. It's maybe a side quest for you, but it's a massive achievement for us. Thanks. Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak is the charismatic Nord who murdered High King Torrig with the Thuum, sparking the Stormcloak rebellion against Imperial rule. Captured at Helgen's opening, his Thuum shouts lure Alduin's attack, entwining his fate with the Dragonborns. Allying with or opposing Ulfric defines Skyrim's civil war and alters its political landscape. His mastery of the voice, unrelenting force, felled the king and showcases the potential of the Dragonborn. What's not so great about this guy is his racial exclusivity. Ulfric's desire for a Nord-only Skyrim marginalizes Argonians and Dark Elves. Unique to him is the Thalmor's covert backing. His fight for Talos worship masks deeper Dominion schemes. He sleeps 10 hours a night like any noble Jarl, yet his Thalmor dossier lists him as an asset, revealing political intrigue. Support grants access to Stormcloak camps and gear. Opposition yields Imperial rewards. Your choice reshapes Skyrim. His outreach to High Rock, met with Breton indifference, highlights the rebellion's limited reach. Whether you lionize him as Skyrim's savior or condemn him as a zealot, Ulfric's roar echoes through the land's fate. Jarl Balgruuf, Whiterun's shield. Balgruuf the Greater is the honorable Nord Jarl of Whiterun, descendant of King Olaf One-Eye, who greets your Dragonborn arrival by dispatching guards to Riverwood and ordering the Greybeards summoned. His neutrality, or lack thereof, tips the Civil War's balance and grants you Thane status, breeze home keys, and command of Dragon's Reach's forces. His courtly rivalry with Ulfric is a cool part of gameplay, where they were once fellow Greybeard pilgrims, now ideological foes over Talos worship and Skyrim's future. However, there is his impatience under siege during Battle for Whiterun. He pleads for mercy when Stormcloaks breach the gates, a stark reminder that even Jarls bleed. Uniquely, Balgruuf defies easy labels. He negotiates with both Imperials and Stormcloak envoys, insisting, "I am on the side of Whiterun," making him the political heart of Skyrim's fate. Delphine, Last of the Blades. Delphine is a Breton innkeeper at Riverwood's Sleeping Giant Inn, your humble first port of call for ale and rooms, yet behind her courteous smile she is secretly the last surviving member of the Blades, sworn to protect the Dragonborn and hunt dragons. She kickstarts your Dragonborn journey. Rent a room, prove you can slay Saloknir, then delve into her hidden basement to unlock the prophecy of Alduin's Wall. Then there's her secret chamber beneath the inn, weapon racks of blade steel, a Dragonbone map, and an arcane enchanter, where she plots to rebuild the Order. She does have a case of testy reluctance, though. She holds back vital intel and won't budge until you clear Thalmor infiltration and prove your Dragonborn mettle. Unique among Skyrim NPCs, Delphine seamlessly juggles customer service by day and clandestine dragon-slaying council by night. Her dual life embodies the game's themes of hidden legacies beneath mundane facades. Ayella the Huntress. Ayella the Huntress is a Nord werewolf and elite archer of the Companions, one of Skyrim's premier warrior orders based in Whiterun's Jorrvaskr. She is also a member of the Secret Circle, the inner core of the Companions entrusted with lycanthropy's rights. Joining the Companions unlocks her questline, granting you both lycanthropy and expert-level archery training. She stands out by embracing her beast form rather than rejecting it, devoting herself to hunting both game and the Silver Hand werewolf cult. What's cool about her is her archery prowess. She can train you up to level 75 and excels as a stealth archer follower. Only problem is her aggressive style and light armor. A single mistimed dodge can leave her and you down for the count. She's also marriageable, pairing best with melee-focused builds that benefit from her range support. Her lineage traces back to Hroti Blackblade. My mother was a companion and her mother, tying her to generations of hunters. Ayella's refusal to give up her wolf blood foreshadows the climactic Silverhand trial in Gallows Rock. She trains at 3 p.m. and returns to her private quarters at midnight, a routine that humanizes her fierce persona. Few NPCs blend warrior, teacher, romantic prospect, and lore-bearer as seamlessly as Ayella. Arngeir, Greybeard spokesman. Arngeir is the stoic, hoods and robes greybeard elder at High Hrothgar who greets you with, "So, a Dragonborn appears," and serves as the only greybeard who can safely speak without unleashing deadly Thuum echoes. He shepherds you through the Way of the Voice. From the 7,000-step pilgrimage to Ustengrav's Horn, he calibrates your power and confirms your destiny. What's cool is his ritual schedule. He wakes up at 2:30 a.m. to meditate by each monastery window, then practices shouting in the courtyard, embodying that ascetic discipline. He has a deadpan insistence on proper form. Hesitate on unrelenting force, and he'll admonish you, underscoring the grave responsibility of Thuum mastery. Uniquely, Arngeir bridges dragon lore and mortal teaching, translating Parthonax's cryptic wisdom into actionable trials. He's the human voice through which the voice itself speaks. Parthonax, the Old One. Parthonax is the meditative dragon perched atop the throat of the world, leader of the Greybeards and your tutor in The Voice. Yes, a talking dragon who moonlights as a monk. He holds the keys to Dragonrend and the true history of Alduin. Betrayal, genocide, and redemption echo through his scales, making him both guide and living testament. His philosophy is epic. Once Alduin's lieutenant, guilty of atrocities, he now preaches the way of the voice to overcome draconic cruelty, teaching first tongues to mortal heroes. But there's a tough moral dilemma. Delphine and Esbern demand his death for past sins, forcing you to choose between siding with the Blades or sparing him and losing Blades' support. Uniquely, Parthonax embodies Skyrim's core theme. Even the mightiest can change. His name literally means ambition, overlord, cruelty, a riddle he personifies in flight and in meditation. Mik the Liar. Mik the Liar is a wandering Khajiit known for his whimsical, fourth-wall-breaking quips about Skyrim's mechanics and lore. He appears randomly on roads after the Helgen escape and offers meme-worthy lines. Players eagerly seek him out for his Easter egg dialogue that pokes fun at bugs, missing features, and even past Elder Scrolls titles. The dude's meta-humor is legendary. He'll comment on snowfalls, wild bears, or absent features with deadpan timing. However, there is his brevity. After 3 to 5 lines, he waves you off with "Mik is done talking." Unique lore hints, "My father was also called Mik," suggest a multi-generation trickster bloodline, blending truth and fiction. He carries 3 bottles of skooma and hooded robes, emphasizing his rogue philosopher persona. Though he offers no training or quests, conversing with Mik often reveals hidden game tips and developer jokes. His speed lets him vanish before you can follow, keeping each encounter surprising. In the world of epic heroes and dire threats, Mik reminds us that sometimes the best stories just wink at the player. Maven Black-Briar. Maven Black-Briar is Riften's ruthless matriarch, whose Black-Briar meadery bankrolls her stranglehold on the city's politics and underworld. As mother to Hemming and grandmother to Sibbi and Ingun, her familial network cements her power across Riften. She's key because her ties to both the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood pull you into 2 of Skyrim's darkest questlines. She'll quietly orchestrate guild alliances and criminal schemes while sipping mead in the Bee and Barb. However, the lady is corrupted. Threats to summon the Dark Brotherhood or snuff out rivals hang behind every courtesy. Unique among NPCs, she can ascend to the title of Jarl if you aid the Imperials, turning Underworld Queen into official ruler. Hidden letters reveal her lobbying of Breton nobles and manipulation of Jarl Layla's court, showing her reach beyond Riften. Though she never dirties her own hands, she deploys mercenaries to enforce her will, thus preserving deniability. Post-Civil War, Maven's effortless shift into Mistvale Keep underscores that titles mean little to her. Power is everything. Few characters so perfectly embody crime boss meets titled nobility, making Maven both hateable and admirable. Grelod the Kind, Childhood Scourge. Grelod the Kind is the sadistic headmistress of Riften's Honor Hall Orphanage, whose name is an ironic curse. She beats and starves the children, earning the Dark Brotherhood contract Innocence Lost. Her cruelty forces the Dragonborn's first morally gray kill, initiating the Dark Brotherhood questline and testing your own moral compass. She has a dark sense of humor. She boasts of discipline while wielding a simple farm dagger, a chilling contrast to the lofty halls of power. She has a single-hit fragility. Despite being essential to the Brotherhood, she only has one hit point, making her killing both trivial and absurdly satisfying. Uniquely, Grelod's orphanage is funded by Maven Black-Briar as a breeding ground for loyalty, marrying politics, and cruelty in a microcosm of Skyrim's darker side. Cicero, Keeper of the Night Mother. Cicero is the madcap keeper of the Night Mother's coffin and eccentric jester assassin of the Dark Brotherhood, first met north of Whiterun at Loreas Farm. He transports the Night Mother's remains in a broken cart, imploring the Dragonborn to fix his wheel before continuing his grim pilgrimage. His madness and devotion epitomize the Brotherhood's crisis. His journal entries trace the Order's decline and his descent into lunacy. He's got insane dagger skills and a follower perk. If spared in The Cure for Madness, he becomes a powerful, unkillable companion. However, watch out for his psychotic swings. Random dance breaks and high-pitched cackles can derail stealth runs. Unique to Cicero are his 5 scattered journals, each chronicling his transformation from skilled killer to fool of hearts. His flamboyant jester outfit, boots and gloves included, masks a lethal mind honed by centuries of contracts. During Whispers in the Dark, he reveals attempts to commune with the Night Mother, cementing his twisted faith. Spare him to gain a darkly comedic ally and a reminder that obsession can be as deadly as steel. Shadowmere, Dark Steed. Shadowmere is Astrid's personal Dark Brotherhood steed, a black horse with blazing red eyes and a penchant for rising from shadowy pools. Your reward in The Cure for Madness. He's the toughest mount in Skyrim, 1,637 HP, crazy regeneration, and combat-ready AI make him both tank and distraction. What makes him great is his silent loyalty. Even Lucien Lechance's spectral voice greets him as old and dear friend, spanning centuries of Dark Brotherhood lore. Just watch out for the occasional physics glitch that drops him through the ground or leaves him lost if you fast travel incorrectly. Uniquely, Shadowmere embodies the Dark Brotherhood's blend of death and rebirth. Die on the battlefield, wait 10 days, and he's back from the abyss, proving even Mount Loyalty can transcend death. Esbern, the Lore Keeper. Esbern is the elderly Nord conjurer who's spent decades hiding from the Thalmor in Riften's Ratway, surviving on scraps and ancient texts until you find him. He's the only living chronicler of dragon history, the one who deciphers the Elder Scrolls prophecy and shows you how to use Dragonrend. Without him, you're just a sword wielder adrift. He's a well of encyclopedic knowledge on dragons. He'll rattle off every dragon's name, lair, and weakness, then escort you through Skyhaven Temple to crack Alduin's wall. He is a frail and squishy one, though. Esbern's brittle bones and tunnel paranoia mean he can't accompany you into true danger, and if you wander off, he might vanish, forcing a frantic search through city gutters. The uniquely touching bit? Despite near-death exile, Esbern's fierce conviction that dragon slaying is mankind's salvation never falters. His faith is the spark that reignites the blade's ancient flame. Serana, daughter of Volkihar. Serana is the ancient Nord vampire daughter of Lord Harkon and Valerica, discovered sealed in Dim Hollow Crypt during the Dawnguard DLC. She's your mandatory Dawnguard follower, whose loyalties and powers pivot based on your choices. She has command of necromancy and elven dagger combat. She reanimates corpses and casts potent spells at your side. However, guards and Dawnguard mistrust her vampiric blood, forcing uneasy cooperation. Unique is her Elder Blood heritage. She harbors an Elder Scroll that ties her fate to Alduin's defeat and draconic prophecy. She declines marriage but reacts to an amulet of Mara, hinting at a glimmer of mortal feelings. After the final battle, you can convince Serana to cure her vampirism, a rare permanent choice in Skyrim. Her self-deprecating humor and shyness about tough subjects reveals centuries of isolation and curiosity. She ignores cold resistance gear, priorities of a vampire lord trump adventurer conventions. Serana's blend of vulnerability, power, and choice cement her as one of Skyrim's most beloved and unique characters. Miraak, first Dragonborn. Miraak is the primary antagonist of the Dragonborn DLC, history's very first Dragonborn who betrayed his kin for forbidden power under the tutelage of Hermaeus Mora. His return in Solstheim pits him against you, the last Dragonborn, in a battle for souls, shouts, and the fate of two worlds. His mastery of Bend Will, a thum so potent it compels dragons and mocks your own dawn of Dragonborn power. But the guy is a ruthless corruption of Solstheim's Allmaker stones, using the island's own people as unwitting thralls to strengthen himself. Uniquely, he drags you into Apocrypha's otherworldly library, forcing you to fight alongside and against him in Hermaeus Mora's realm. No mere boss fight, but a test of wit, will, and Dragonrend mastery. Alduin, the World Eater. Alduin the World Eater is the apocalyptic dragon and self-proclaimed firstborn of Akatosh, returning to devour Skyrim and herald the end times. Worshipped as a god-king by ancient Nords, his re-emergence shakes the foundations of the dragon cult and mortal realms alike. Stopping Alduin is every Dragonborn's destiny. His defeat spares Nirn from cyclical destruction. What's cool is his mastery of the draconic tongue. His roars can blanket the land in mist or revive fellow dragons. Just be careful of his near invulnerability. Alduin evades all strikes until you learn Dragonrend, forcing you to rethink combat tactics. Unique among bosses, his name, Alduin, translates to Destroy, Devour, Master, perfectly capturing his role. His return ignites a continent-wide hunt. Greybeards, Blades, and heroes unite to foil his prophecy. The Time Wound showdown and subsequent Sovngarde battle elevate him from mere dragon to legend. Few villains carry cosmic weight like Alduin. He embodies Skyrim's blend of myth, destiny, and Dragonborn's ultimate trial. Each of these figures expands Skyrim's grand tapestry, whether by teaching you the Thum, kindling the Dark Brotherhood, or challenging your moral compass. They're more than side characters, they're the beating heart of the world you keep coming back to, even years after you took an arrow to the knee. And that's our list of major Skyrim characters. Which one's your favorite? Did we leave any out? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of these gaming deep dives. We'll see you in the next video.